Okay, this will be Donald Trump, Antichrist 16. And I'm actually overloaded. I'm overstocked. I've got too much stuff, but we'll try to condense it down. I've watched a lot of movies over the last month, and I didn't just do pictures photos with subtitles. I uploaded a lot with my cell phone and made them private so I can get away with it on my YouTube from various movies. And we're just going to try to paint a picture. Definitely want to make sure that you all know your way around my Facebook. Obviously, the videos, you're just going to get everything in order, and a lot of stuff's going to get buried. A lot of stuff's going to get lost. But if you go to the playlist, Deadly Wound Time Frame, yeah, that's kind of a continual work, and I wouldn't worry too much about that one. The Donald Trump Antichrist series, the first 4 videos, the volume's a little low. Hopefully you can watch it on the smart TV and crank up the speakers. I didn't have everything on Zoom back then. I don't know which one where I started the Zoom. I feel like they've gotten better and better as we've gone. There's some really good ones in there. To me, though, you want the whole picture, watch it from the beginning. I mean, you're going to be well-versed in knowing that Donald Trump is without a doubt the Antichrist. He's here in his own name, which is basically the only prophecy Jesus actually gave about the Antichrist. He said, I come in my Father's name and ye receive me not, but if one shall come in his own name, him you will receive. That's John 5:43. And the little horn of Daniel 7 is the Old Testament or Daniel's version of the Antichrist. So he is here in his own name. A trump is a horn. Literally, he's here in his own name. And just to give Daniel a little more credence, Jesus refers to Daniel in his end time prophecy and gospel, Matthew 24. Stand in the, let me grab that for you real quick. When ye therefore shall see the abomination of desolation spoken of by Daniel the prophet. So, I mean, Jesus, God in the flesh is telling you that Daniel is definitely the best go-to for Old Testament version of the end times, or the Old Testament version of the book of Revelation. I go back and forth on my Facebook daily Bible studies between Daniel and Revelation, back and forth, back and forth, back and forth, along with also doing the rest of the New Testament on a daily basis. So come find me on Facebook. But if you're coming just for the Donald Trump stuff, my Bible, because I teach that there is no free will. Free will is Catholic, and I prove it. So again, on my playlist, AI is the Ghost in the Machine, Mark of the Beast. That's 3 videos. It's extremely strong, very powerful. That's must see right there. Mark of the Beast, knowing for sure, very important. Too many people are looking simply at a vaccine. Too many people simply look at the words buy and sell. And I mean, couldn't buy and sell without money. Couldn't buy and sell without money or a credit card. So it's not just about buying and selling it. We go over every single thing that the Bible says is taking place at the time of the mark of the beast. The rapture is post-tribulation. It's at the very end. It's not at the beginning. There is no such thing as free will. It's a 4-video series. Prayer changes nothing because God's ordained everything. You're simply bowing to the will of the Lord. Thy kingdom come, thy will be done. And so on and so forth. So let's get going with today's. I went through the Prestige again, which I think was Donald Trump, the Antichrist, part 4 that I did. So here we are, part 16, a multiple of 4. But this time I videoed some items or more items. And you notice it says the prestige, free, clean power, Nikola Tesla. You know, Trump's supposed to have a relative that was very close with Tesla. So if we look at that, Donald Trump, Uncle Tesla. John G. Trump, uncle of Donald Trump, custodian to seize Tesla's belongings. The mystery of Nikola Tesla's missing files, Donald J. Trump. So you see how Trump is tied to Tesla. The curious connection between Nikola Tesla and Donald Trump. So Tesla was supposed to have this clean energy, and of course, in the Dark Knight, what is she there investigating? Again, Donald Trump is the billionaire. Bruce Wayne is the billionaire. Gotham City, New York City. QAnon will tell you that Trump's saving children under the city in The Dark Knight Rises. Where did the children go when they left the Wayne Foundation? They went under the city. So
I thought you might like to see what you're about.
Go. A Russian scientist.
Adrian Oth won't be too crazy to paddle it. Someone will figure out a way to. I need you.
To do what with it?
Nothing.
Bruce, if you want to save the world, you have to stop trusting it.
Trust.
Hang on just a quick second. Sorry about that. Sorry, this wasn't my own video. This is one I pulled off of YouTube. I just want you to know that it's no fossil fuels, free clean energy in The Dark Knight Rises.
No fossil fuels. Free clean energy for an entire city.
There you go. So again, the Tesla and his free clean energy connecting with Donald Trump and Batman and The Dark Knight Rises. What you have to understand is The Dark Knight Rises and The Dark Knight and Batman Begins. By the way, Batman Begins, it was first shown here in the US the day after Trump's birthday. Get it? Batman Begins. It's his first full day of life. So the same director did The Prestige, along with the same two actors, Christian Bale and Michael Caine. And the director, Christopher Nolan. So the movie The Prestige is paramount. It's vitally important to understand what is going to go on with Donald Trump, because the movie talks about cloning. And of course, we believe that is how they will fake the Trump assassination. Remember, the Antichrist must receive a deadly wound by the sword, but did live. So there's the pledge, the turn, and the prestige. In other words, he's here, then he's gone. But the theme of the prestige is you must bring it back. And of course, that will be part of the lying signs and wonders. A deception so great that if it were possible, the very elect would be fooled. Trump will return alive from the deadly wound. So we've got the free clean energy, but here it is, the prestige free clean power, Nikola Tesla.
Like it in your lives, your eyes will not believe what they're witnessing. The miracle of Nikola Tesla.
I want to make sure I don't run it too long. Usually if you go more than 7 seconds, they can give you a copyright strike. So it's the miracle of Nikola Tesla.
Gentlemen, free, clean power. Would you like to know the future, sir? Ladies and gentlemen, free, clean power. Would you free, clean power? Free, clean power.
Same director, Christopher Nolan. Same lead actor, Christian Bale. Same assistant to Christian Bale, Michael Caine, in both The Prestige and The Dark Knight trilogy. Free, clean power. The prestige, Tesla, the secret word. Why did I put this on here? I didn't prep this very well, so let me look at it. I'll get right back with you so we don't waste your time. Okay, this is the scene since he kidnapped his twin or his double, but he didn't know at the time it was his double. Excuse me, his clone. He said, "You're going to have to give me the secrets." These were two battling magicians. It's an excellent movie. If you've never seen I've seen The Prestige 3 times. I loved it more the third time I saw it than the first. It was just, you don't even know what you're watching the first time. It'll blow you away so much. But once you know what you're watching, especially when you know how it relates to the Dark Knight or the Batman or the Donald Trump or the Antichrist, it'll just, it's chilling. So he wants to know what his secret is. What's your secret? And he gives him the name Tesla. Because what is the secret of his transported man? It's the fact that Tesla gave him the ability to clone himself. So when he makes himself reappear, which is the prestige, which is what Trump will do, he is saying, the person that's giving you the cloning machine already gave it to me.
In full.
And while we're pausing, we'll go ahead and turn it up a little bit. We don't want to get a copyright strike, so we pause a little bit. So he's writing down the secret. He goes, I want the whole method, not the keyword. The keyword to disseminate the cipher, or the cipher to give him what each word would mean in his, cryptically in his secret little magic book.
Not the keyword. I don't even know if your secret's in you, though. The keyword is the method.
The keyword is the method, and the keyword is going to be Tesla, because Tesla is the method. Because the fact that I was cloned is the method.
Well, sir, our answer. Cutter, I haven't looked yet. I wanted you to share this.
So he's going to show him the name Tesla.
I already know how he does it, Robert. Same way he always does, the same way as we do. It's just that...
Because he was telling him the whole time it was a body double. Remember, he was in the movie The Batman, The Dark Knight. And of course, he ends up helping Christian Bale at the end, just like he helped them all throughout the Dark Knight series.
You want something more? Well, let's find out then, shall we? What does it mean?
Tesla. And so what is Tesla doing in the movie? He's cloning. Started out, when they first showed it to you, they were showing hats. Well, if you remember, he already had built a machine for Christian Bale. And cryptically throughout the movie, Tesla doesn't ever reveal that truth. That's a secret they keep from this guy. So anyway, moving on. Prestige, the man in the box.
The manager says he's never seen a reaction like it.
Well, at least he got to see it. I spent the ovation hiding in the stage. No one cares about the man who disappears, the man who goes into the box. They care about the one who comes out the other side.
I care about the man in the box.
They only care about who comes out the other side. That's what they care about. They care about the prestige. The pledge, you show something. The turn, you make it disappear. The prestige, you make it reappear. That's what people care about. That's what he was saying.
Here's a man who goes into the box. They care about the one who comes out the other side.
So they're just cryptically telling you that. I guess I felt like y'all needed to see that. I hope that helped. I haven't prepped these. These are just various videos. Prestige, Satan, lightning, light. Okay, we know that Satan transforms himself into an angel of light. We know that Satan fell like lightning. So there's a lot of light, and there's a lot of lightning and light references throughout the Prestige, because of course, who gave mankind the ability to clone in the first place? Remember, they cryptically told you they cloned a sheep in the 90s, and that was an in your face, because what? The sheep are God's chosen few, the elect. The chosen few of the narrow way that few find, the sheep. That's what they said they cloned. Trust me, they have been cloning way before that. And I proved to y'all that The Ghost in the Machine was an album in 1981 by the Police, but that's what artificial intelligence is. And I proved that to you in my AI series on my playlist. And of course, so The Ghost in the Machine album came out in 1981, but Satan has actually been in the computer telling mankind what to do and how to do it much longer, way before that. People like Steve Jobs or Mark Zuckerberg, these are just front men who were said, you're going to pretend to be the guy that invented. Trust me, they didn't invent nothing. Neither did Bill Gates. These are all front men. You know, Elon Musk, these are just people with a name, with a voice. Nothing they do is real, or nothing they do is as they said it was. Of course, what Elon Musk does is totally fake. And that's another story for another day. Let's go ahead and get into this. Remember AC/DC, electricity, Hell's Bells. Benjamin Franklin discovered AC/DC by getting hit by Satan. Remember, Satan fell like lightning. Benjamin Franklin discovered electricity by being what? Hit by lightning. That's how he discovered electricity, or AC/DC, Hell's Bells. Again, I'm just pausing it so it doesn't get removed, let alone a copyright strike. Not worried about copyright strikes. I don't monetize my channel. I don't make money off what I do. So you see how he walked right through that. And that's, of course, David Bowie, who before they made him disappear, or before he disappeared, they said he died. And of course, he did a 10-minute music video called Black Star, where he had three men on a cross, and they were all sexually gyrating their hips. These are very evil, vile people, because that's what God had them do. That's what they were born to do and who they were born to be.
This is the great Danton.
Okay. Just pausing for a second.
Mr. Ellie has refused about your acting on any number of occasions. Hold out other hand.
This is going to be a Satan fell like lightning, so not to keep pausing. He hands him the light, and as soon as he puts the light bulb at his hands, it lights up. Remember, Lucifer is light. These are the holders of the light, or he is the holder of the light, because Tesla is representing Lucifer. I don't know if Tesla was actually a real person or not. You can Google him, you can find him, you can read all about him, but who wrote the books? Who created all of this? I mean, I can research right now about how Mark Zuckerberg and his pals created Facebook, but do you really think those guys are who created Facebook? You think it was just an accident? No, absolutely not.
Electricity.
Our bodies, Mr. Andrew, are quite capable of conducting and indeed producing
and producing electricity.
Energy.
Or producing
Have you
energy.
eaten, Mr.
All right, very good. How can we help you? Yeah, no need of help. What's next? The Prestige. It's a double. Let me look at this real quick before I get it going. All right, so here it was a great greatest magic trick I ever saw. And so there's Donald Trump before. That's the turn. Now he bounces a ball. You see the 5-pointed star. Let's see what other kind of imagery we might have over here. I don't know what's inside those things. So he, I guess they didn't show, did they not show it? Oh, that's the turn. Because he's disappeared. Trump has now disappeared. And they don't show you the part where he comes out the door and catches the ball on the other side. Have to watch the whole movie to see that, of course.
Did they applaud when he saw it? The trick was too good. It was too simple.
The trick was too good. It was too simple, he said. The audience hardly had time to see it. He's a dreadful magician. He says, no, he's not a dreadful magician. He's a dreadful showman. He doesn't know how to dress it up. He doesn't know how to sell it. How does he do it? He said he uses a double, which I've shown y'all in Donald Trump Antichrist Part 15 about the two Trumps, the twins, how they've been showing us that with predictive programming nonstop. Now you can just go to my videos and scroll down and find Donald Trump Antichrist Part 15, the twin, the body double.
He uses a double. No. It's too simple. This is a complex illusion. You only say that because
You only say it because you don't know the method. It's a double at the end. It's the only way. It's what the two twin towers were for. Two go down because the clone will get the assassination. The real original human Donald Trump will go into hiding. That's why the Bible says received a deadly wound by the sword, but did live.
at the end it's the only way.
I've seen him perform the trick 3 times now, Mr. Carter. The Prestige is the same man.
No, it's not. The same man comes out of that second cabinet. She says it's the same man because she doesn't even know. It's revealed at the end that the secret was even kept from her.
He wears padded gloves to hide his damaged fingers, but if you look closely,
You find out that when he damaged his fingers, they had to put the same damage to the clone, or vice versa.
you can tell.
So anyway, let's keep going. The machine. This is the cloning machine in the movie. What's in there? And then the man says, Angier's machine.
You built this, Mr. Carter?
Did you build it? Oh, no, sir. This wasn't built by a magician.
This wasn't built by a magician.
This was built by a wizard. So he's referring to Tesla as a wizard. Are you picking up on that? So whatever Tesla's a front man for, personally, I don't believe any of it. This is all fallen angel technology that we are living in this world. This was all about to bring about the end times, the mark of the beast, and this was what the mark of the beast will be. You'll be uploading demons into your body. I'll be showing you that in another movie we go over in a little bit here called Iron Man. Remember, iron mixed with clay. Daniel 2:43. The iron will mix with the seed of man. What is iron? Iron is the machine or machines. It mixes with the seed of man.
By a wizard, a man who can actually do what magicians pretend.
A man who can actually do what magicians pretend to do. Or a man, if Tesla did do any of these things, if it really was, just Tesla, he was communing, I got hiccups or something. He was communing with demonic spirits. I don't really think it was just one man named Tesla, but it might have been.
And to do.
I'm sure beneath its bells and whistles, it's got a...
It's just a regular disappointing trick. Most disappointing of all, sir.
Disappointing, of course.
It has no trick.
It has no trick.
He's telling you it's not tricks. This is something real, built by a wizard, or we will tell you fallen angel technology. Remember, your enemies are not flesh and blood. They are principalities. They are the fallen angels. That's Ephesians 6:12. Spiritual wickedness in high places, so on and so forth. So Lucifer is light.
Our equipment requires a great deal of current. Tesla electrified the whole town in exchange for using the generators when we need.
Very interesting scene here. Looks around. There's the city over the cliff. They're on a mountain. They're high on a mountain. We do our test when the townspeople are asleep. The lights are going out now in the city. See how the banks are already shutting down.
So it doesn't want to scare you.
It's a pretty incredible scene. Lucifer is light. And that's what they're showing you. Satan can transform him. The Bible says Satan transforms himself into an angel of light. Lucifer is actually the female transgendered version of Satan. He is Mother Nature, the mother goddess, the queen of heaven, Mystery Babylon the Great, the mother of all harlots. Remember, no woman was spiritually in the Bible in an angelic realm. If Ephesians 6:12 is correct, which we know it is, that is telling you your enemies are fallen angels, then it had to have been, and all the angels were male, then it had to have been a male fallen angel that would have been the leader or the maker or the creator of all harlots. But it says the mother of all harlots. That's why the Baphomet, the horned goat, has female breasts. Satan has transformed himself. But their logo is Lucifer is light. See, I can't reach that thing because of that line, so just scroll it up a little bit, sorry.
What are the wires?
Exactly.
There are no wires. Where's the generator? And he says, you saw it last week. That must be 10 miles from here. Then he says, 15.
15. And I have to write all of them before I get to bed. I'll send word for you in a few days, Mr. Angier.
Magic.
Magic, real magic. I think back, because, you know, I was born in 61, so I think back of all the songs from the 60s and 70s. Do you believe in magic? Or he's a magic man. There's so many titles of songs that were all about, could it be magic? Barry Manilow. I'm sorry, I can't sing, but you get the idea. It was nothing but magic. All about magic.
Real magic.
Now appearing only here at London's Royal Albert Hall. Well, now we're going to get into, let's just go through my pictures that I took of the Prestige. Tesla built one for another magician. Guess who that was? That was the Christian Bale character, or the Donald Trump character. He's made a machine for a colleague of mine some time ago. See, they were once colleagues and they became enemies. I won't tell you why. I don't want to just completely ruin the movie for you. So the machine, the cloning machine that he ends up with, that we just showed you, and when we showed you that machine, that was his machine. But the whole way that Christian Bale had this clone the whole time, or this body double, or this twin the whole time, was because he was the colleague that had the first machine. It takes nothing to steal another man's work, is what he said to him at the end of the movie. There's Christian Bale, because I just told you that he had the machine, and he's saying, you stole my work because I had the machine first. The machine was what? Was cloning. He was making himself a body double each night. He wasn't. He was. He was making himself a body double each night. So that's why he's saying it takes nothing to steal another man's work. So the movie is a little bit cryptic as far as knowing that he was cloned. You might watch it and think that he just had a twin or a twin, but that's why they had no problems with the other one hanging, because if it was a big deal, just could have probably escaped. So, but it was a clone all along. And I don't know, very deep, very detailed. That was from the Prestige. Looks like we got one more from the Prestige. She's just a little temperamental sometimes, talking about what? They referred to the machine as a she. Again, Lucifer is the female transgendered version of Satan. They referred to the machine as a she. Just like America, they refer to her, stand beside her and guide her. Who are they talking about? The goddess. Columbia is the goddess of America. Now we're going to go ahead and show you the movie The Highlander. This one should really blow your mind, because this is about the McLeod clan. Highlander is about McLeod.
According to Wikipedia, Connor MacLeod, also known as the Highlander, is a fictional character in the Highlander film series, as well as the television programs Highlander, the series, and Highlander, the animated series.
Donald Trump's mother was named Marianne McLeod.
According to Wikipedia, Marianne Trump was a Scottish-American homemaker and philanthropist known for being the mother of Donald Trump and the wife of real estate developer Fred Trump.
The movie Highlander is about Connor MacLeod, who is really Donald Trump. And we're going to prove that to you. So he's given the name of his mother, which we showed you Trump's roots going back to Scotland. I believe that was Donald Trump Antichrist Part 13, if I'm not mistaken. I guess I can just go ahead and bring up that playlist and just go over it with you real quick. Name. Looks like I got into Donnie Darko there. See, not all of them are actually part with a number, part 12 or part 13. Some of them are just numbers that some of them are just videos I made to throw in there because they all pertain to Donald Trump being the Antichrist. Yes, Skyfall, that was it, part 13. The horn, being the little horn of Daniel 7, was part 14. And of course, we just finished with Donald Trump, the Antichrist, part 15. Doesn't show that I actually put it in there. Okay, well, I had 2 Donald Trump 15s, and neither one of them were on this playlist. So there's Donald Trump, the Antichrist, part 14, all the way down here till you get part 15 and then part 16. Part 16, oh, it's extremely important to watch that one. Really good. I'm surprised not one single YouTube subscriber picked up on the fact that I had 2 15s on there. So anyway, so this will be Donald Trump, the Antichrist, part 17. And it'll be the 26th video total, which means I've added 9 other ones in there, huh? Wow. By the way, this one here has 2,059 views. That just blows my mind. That's a lot of views. I don't know who all they've shared this with. But anyway, so this is Marianne McLeod's son, Donald Trump. And we're just going to go ahead and call him Connor MacLeod because that's what the movie is. And let's go through it. Let's go first through pictures. I think I'm going to go backwards because I think in the order of the movie. Connor MacLeod is saying, help me, I'm drowning. And Sean Connery, who plays an immortal, is telling him, you can't drown, you fool. He's telling Donald Trump, you are immortal. You cannot die. Which is what? When Trump returns, you will see him as a god, as immortal, Antichrist. And of course, what they'll be selling is for everybody to become a god themselves, which was the old lie in the Garden of Eden. Don't you know you can become a god yourself? And they will be given the technology, which we will show you in a little bit from the movie Iron Man, how you'll become a god yourself. You'll be uploaded. Uploading what? Demons into your body. But anyway, he's saying you're immortal. He's saying I'm drowning. And Connor is starting to realize I'm alive. See, he couldn't swim, so he drowned. But he's alive underwater, which, what are they telling you? Anybody picking up on this before I say it? He's underwater and he says, I can breathe. Anybody? He's in the ocean, or he's in the salt water there. Beast out of the sea. If you said beast out of the sea, which is what Donald Trump is, he will be the anti. That's Revelation 13:1, if I'm not mistaken, or 13:2. In the first couple of verses. Remember, Revelation 13 is the 666 Bible verse. And it begins with the beast out of the sea. There he is, Connor McLeod. McLeod, the immortal beast out of the sea. He's laughing. He's having a good old. Now he's coming out. He's coming out of the sea, showing you that he is the beast out of the sea. There he is now out of the ocean, or the lock, or whatever it was. And he literally says, it's the devil's work. Folks, it's right in your face. You cannot die, McLeod. Accept it. There's the stag, which, remember, an iPet goat. It had the stag along the wall, sitting right in back of Donald Trump. I didn't prep that, did I? Hang on just a second. I just picked up on something, finding this for y'all. Do y'all see the stag horns over Donald Trump's head? It's straight out of this movie. Straight out of it. I can't believe it. They show you the stag. They show you the stag horns right over his head. Almost as if he's wearing them. What do they show you? An iPet goat. See, that's his hand signal. Y'all do see the Donald Trump hand signal. Y'all do know that Trump sits. By the way, Christopher Nolan, he's throwing out the divine feminine hand signal. I saw an interview of him. I just saw you know, Trump, you know, he sits like that. That's how he sits. He's giving you the chalice, the upside down pyramid. And of course, he has an upside down pyramid on Trump Tower. So you see the stag, you see it over his head. They first show you the stag. I want you to see. Now, iPet Goat was made by artificial intelligence. Same thing QAnon is. I want you to watch how quickly. I just realized how quickly they show you this and unshow you. I mean, it is artificial intelligence did this, and they showed you the stag horns over Trump's. See, he's got the hair, he's got the hand signal, and there's the stag over his head. Of course, black and white checkered flooring. Remember, Trump is the light to the darkness of the what they're exposing with the Democrats right now, the liberal left or whatever. They're the evils. And of course, Trump is the light. I want you to watch how fast they switch this. If I go to the 11th second, that's the 11th second. That's 110. That's 111. That's 112. You're just going to have to watch how fast this moves. Watch this. They show you the stag for a split second right over Trump's head, and then they remove it. Bam. Quick. Right there. Right at the 12-second mark, 112. And by 114, it's gone. And now you see the whole stag. Now you see the entire stag. But they gave you that specific angle. Well, there's a 12-second mark. So really, it's even probably like a second and a half. There it is. They give it to you very split timing. Now they show you the whole stag, but they gave it to you right over his head. Woo! I don't know if y'all are following along with this or picking up on this, but I'm just finding this stuff fascinating. And I love showing it to you for those that can see it. Just love it. Let yourself feel the stag. What is the stag about? Rebirth. What is the symbol of the stag?
Here's a summary from Faina Hotel. The stag is the king of the forest, the protector of all other creatures. The deer was a messenger, an animal of power, and a totem representing sensitivity, intuition, and gentleness.
Stag, the symbol of rebirth.
According to owls and indigo, they also have the duality as a symbol of death and rebirth because of their antlers and the natural process of shedding and regrowing them every spring.
What was that? Death and rebirth. What does the Antichrist do? Receives a deadly wound by the sword, but did live. Revelation 13:3, 13:12, and 13:14. All three verses say, deadly wound by the sword, did live. There it is. Got the stag for you right there with McLeod. If you don't know he's the Antichrist by now, right? What are we going to do? We can't pour this down your throat. Also in the movie The Highlander. Oh, got the breast with the fallen angel wings or angel. Are there any female angels in the Bible? No. Is there one here in the Connor McLeod movie, Highlander? Yeah. I am immortal, Connor McLeod is saying. New York, New York, straight out of the Connor McLeod movie. They're singing New York, New York. Wow. Where's Donald Trump from? Yeah, okay. He's born in New York, right? Queens? Ooh, why did they name that city Queens? Well, they'll give you a reason, but it was always because that's where the Antichrist was going to be born. Donald Trump was born in Queens, New York. Queen of heaven, queen of the universe. That's what it's all about. Church on I-4. It's called Mary, Queen of the Universe. Church from all roads lead to Rome. He's getting hit by lightning. Satan fell like lightning. He's having an immortal moment. We'll show you that in the videos we're going to show. The quickening overcomes me, he says. You're at one with all living things, McLeod, just like Jesus Christ. He is the Antichrist. He is at one with all living things. Each man's thoughts and dreams are yours to know. He is immortal. Sounds like he's omnipotent, doesn't it? Through artificial intelligence, they do a pretty good job with that right now today. You have power beyond imagination, McLeod. That's what he is saying to him. Sean Connery. That's getting into the movie Eyes Wide Shut. So now let's go back to my videos. This is McLeod getting hit by the lightning. Again, Satan fell like lightning. AC/DC, Hell's Bells.
It says I am everything, but it just repeats I know everything on the subtitle.
So he's going to say, what did he say? I know everything, but he ends up saying I am everything or something like that.
So I went ahead and videoed it.
The quickening overcomes me. It's not a good movie. I know everything. And the subtitles say I know everything again, but he literally says I am everything. Everything. And then he's going to say, I am everything. Listen. So he's saying, I am everything, but the subtitle only repeats, I know everything. But you heard him say, I am everything. He is God. Remember when Trump said, I am the chosen one? I think that's all of it.
I am the chosen one. I am the chosen one. I am the chosen one. I am the chosen one.
Figure it out, folks. If you are caught up in politics, you've been handed over to it unless the Lord releases you from it. I don't know what else to tell you. Fire flashing down from heaven and the earth. Remember, the false prophet makes fire flash down to the earth and the side of man. That's Revelation 13:13. Now that's what the false prophet does. So he's kind of giving you the beast out of the sea and the beast out of the earth. He's giving you where he's also the false prophet also. Here it is. The sensations you're feeling, it's the quickening. Flash down from heaven to the earth and the side. Okay, so very good. I told y'all I had a lot, and this is going to be long. McLeod Trump, it says. So, of course, Trump, the Antichrist, receives a deadly wound by the sword, but did live. Oh, wow. This thing is 7 minutes long, folks. Of course, the sword could mean a gun, of course, or something to that effect. And so we're going to watch. Now, Trump's mom's maiden name is McLeod. This is about Connor McLeod. It's called Highlander, and he's going to receive the deadly wound. Christ fed Christ Trump. So he's going to receive deadly wound by the sword. Okay. Yeah, that's when they call him Lucifer, and they said, you got the devil in you, McLeod. I guess that's what I'm going over here. I guess that's what this is all about. So, receiving a deadly wound by the sword, but did live because he comes back. And, you know, it really doesn't hit the spot unless you just go ahead and show people the actual Bible verses where it says deadly wound by the sword. Literally, it will not be a sword for Trump. But in the Bible, it literally says sword. And in the movie McLeod, they're literally showing you the sword. You can't make this stuff up, folks. Beast out of the sea, first one? Yeah, beast out of the sea. Saw the beast rise up out of the sea. This is the beast of the sea. And I saw one of his heads, if ever, were wounded to death, and the deadly wound was healed. Worship the first beast whose deadly wound was healed. Make an image to the beast which had a wound by the sword and did live. There you go. McLeod, the immortal beast out of the sea, getting a deadly wound by the sword. What's his last name? That's right, McLeod. What's Trump's mom's maiden name? That's right, McLeod. No other men are dying this day. No. She thinks he's dead. Stop. Wait a minute. What exactly is happening here? Hang on just a second.
Who the name of God was that? I called you Highlander. What did it mean?
Oh, that's the lady. This is, see, he goes back and forth from the old ancient. He's immortal. So it's a flashback to when he first received his immortality to modern times, because he's living in the modern times in New York City. That's where the New York came from.
There can only be one. Only one what?
You're the only one. You're the only one what? Well, he's the only one, right? He is the Christ. He is the Antichrist.
So only one Highlander.
Now they're going back to the old days. Flashback.
Back in the olden days against
You saw the wind, Angus.
You saw the wound. See, he's going to walk back in. He's going to be alive, and they're going to treat him like a freak. They're going to say, you got the devil in you, McLeod. And she, his old girlfriend, is going to call him or refer to him as of Lucifer. So they're telling you who Donald Trump is.
He should have died.
I say he's got the devil in him.
I say he's got the devil in him. Oof.
So Trump has the devil in him. What? You mean the Antichrist would have the devil in him?
I'm such a smarty pants, you know? Trust me, I hate me too. What's the matter, Dougal?
What's the matter, Dougal? You, talking and breathing.
What's the matter? You talking and breathing. That's what's the matter. Because he was dead as a doornail.
Last night, all but a corpse. How did you manage that, Conor McLeod? Would you rather I was dead?
It's not natural.
It's not natural. You got to watch this movie, The Highlander.
He's in league with Lucifer.
He's in league with Lucifer. Holy cow. Are you kidding me?
Don't say that, Kate.
Don't say that, Kate.
I'll say it.
What do you think he's going to say? You got the devil in you, McLeod.
You've the devil in you.
Woo! Child, please. No, he didn't. I don't know who you are. You better go. Oh, and then they put him on a cross. He's on a cross.
Christ, Antichrist. Can you make this?
You can't make this stuff up, folks. No, he's got a cross. Literally.
So the devil is in him.
He is the complete mimic of Jesus Christ. They're showing you that McLeod, Conor McLeod, Mary Ann McLeod. Of course, Trump's got a mom named Mary, just like Jesus Christ had a mom named Mary. Donald Trump's dad is named Fred Christ Trump. Rest in peace. Fred Christ Trump. Literally. That's his dad's middle name. Dougal, kill him. Well, you can't kill him. He's immortal, remember? There'll be no burning here today. They were going to set him on fire, I guess. No, burn him. I'll not forget you, Angus.
He's walking with this cross. Yeah, there he is.
So I don't know. I don't know what to tell you, but ooh, there's that full moon. So remember, Trump was born on a lunar eclipse. We have 4 lunar eclipses this year. Anyway, that'll be enough of that. Ooh, almost left out the best part. Golly, the Mona Lisa, which Trump even talks about the Mona Lisa. I show you all that in Donald Trump Antichrist Part 1, which you gotta watch it. You gotta. It's got over 2,000 views. You gotta watch it. But they're going to show you Connor McLeod's face and going to show you the face of the Mona Lisa, because the Mona Lisa is actually a portrait of the mother of the Antichrist, and they show you that in the movie, oh, the Da Vinci Code. Yeah. The Mona Lisa is all in that movie. And of course, that was supposed to be about the bloodline of Jesus Christ, and it's actually about the bloodline of the Antichrist. Well, the second movie was called Angels and Demons and was about CERN, and we're going to show you some of that today, too. Morphs right into the Mona Lisa. Are you kidding me? Watch it morph right into the Mona Lisa. Bam!
And there's the Mona Lisa.
Unbelievable. And I almost stopped this video to go to the next one. Left out arguably the best part. Unbelievable. Is that it? Okay. He's back in New York City again. New York City. Oh. God, you can't make this stuff up. Matrix, final statements. Let's go to the Matrix videos now. Do I have any videos, pictures here of the Matrix? No, just some videos. So let's go back.
You're afraid of us. I know that you're afraid.
I know that you're afraid. You're afraid of us. You're afraid of change. I don't know the future. I didn't come here to tell you how this was going to end. I came here to tell you how it's going to begin. I'll hang up this phone, and then I'll show you these people what you don't want them to see. I'm going to show them a world. Remember, the Matrix was all about the computer or artificial intelligence. A world without rules and controls, without borders or boundaries. A world where anything is possible. Where we go from there is a choice I leave to you. All right. I guess at the time when I watched it, I saw it like I could really read into what they were saying. If you got something out of that, great. If you didn't, it's okay. Oracle, Lucy, Neo, Trump. This one's called, and it's 1 minute. Let's see.
First built, when the Matrix was first built, there was a man born inside.
A man born inside the Matrix.
Who had the ability to change whatever he wanted.
Okay. To remake the Matrix as he saw fit. This is the Oracle. It was he who freed the first of us. Remember, Lucifer is responsible for bringing man knowledge. They love Satan, Lucifer, because he brought man knowledge. They say a cruel, evil, vindictive God had man trapped in the Garden of Eden. They don't realize that this has always been the plan, that it always was the plan. They've been handed over to a false religion of Satan or Lucifer. It was he who freed us, the first of us. As long as the Matrix exists, the human race will never be free. So the Matrix, they're saying, is what God has you trapped in. After he died, the oracle prophesied his return, and that his coming would hail the destruction of the Matrix. So when Trump returns and he blasphemes God, he is going to be freeing mankind from what this cruel, evil, and vindictive God who created this world and did a terrible, lousy job. What Trump and them are going to be selling you is that you are going to be freed from this. Just take this mark and upload, and you will become a immortal, a God like I am. And folks, the Bible says it is all types of lying signs and wonders. That's 2 Thessalonians chapter 2. Just read it all the way through, at least verse 11, but especially 9 and 11. 9/11, interesting. In the war, bring freedom to our people. This is why they are something spent our lives searching the Matrix.
That is why there are those of us who have spent our entire lives searching.
There are those of us that's whited out, spent our lives searching the Matrix, looking for him. Of course, when Trump was born, they all knew who he was. I did what I did because I believe that search is over. And of course, they all knew in their minds that Trump was their savior. Remember, Hollywood or the liberals pretend to hate him. Now, your liberal friends, that's what they've been handed over to, just like you've been handed over to your political belief. But the elites, the people that run Hollywood and perform in Hollywood, they all know who he is. But they pretend to hate on him because they hate what he now represents, which is what? Individuality, freedom, and Christianity. Of course, he's a terrible example of Christianity, but that's part of it. So when he rises back up and denounces Christianity, he is saying what I once believed in. And remember when I was terrible and I brought all the, all these bad things that was happening, and he represents what they're all going to hate. He's going to hate it. Christianity, they're all going to hate it. He's divisive. And I know a lady that was going to work at the convention for Trump. She's a huge Trump supporter. She sent me an emoji on her phone one day when she was working out in the heat. too much, and it was a black person, like a little black girl. So she's saying, I'm out here working like a, and then she put that emoji. So she's racist. A lot of your Trump supporters are racist, and they don't even hide it. Some of them don't think they're racist, but they're racist. I guarantee you the one that texted me that, if you asked her if she's racist, she'd go, I'm not racist. Why'd you use a little black girl as an emoji? Complaining about it being hot outside, that you're working like a emoji. So yeah, they're racist. I'm not saying every single Trump supporter is racist, but I'm saying for the most part, that gene is in them. We'll leave it at that. Humans are a virus in this. Of course, what are we celebrating now?
This was interesting.
Every mammal on this planet instinctively develops a natural equilibrium.
So you get the idea of how he's talking. I'm sorry. Instinctively develops an equilibrium with the surrounding environment. But you humans do not. You move into an area and you multiply. And multiply until, and I said something about the Georgia Guidestones because that's my voice there. I guess I need to go show
Guidestones.
Multiply until every natural.
Okay, so let's go over the Georgia Guidestones. The Georgia Guidestones, Wikipedia. Yeah, I know Wikipedia is not the world's best, but what is the world's best? Nothing out there is the world's best. You can't go to who do you know wrote whatever book, right? Maintain humanity under 500,000, it's 500 million. We're at 8 billion. They'll never get to that point, of course. They're only going to wipe out 2 billion. It says, in perpetual balance with nature. Be not a cancer on the earth, leave room for nature. Leave room for nature. It's actually repeated. Remember, Mother Nature, the mother goddess, Lucifer. These are the 10 commandments for the New World Order under Lucifer. And you multiplied until every natural resource is consumed. See, that's why they're telling you now wear a mask, because they hate you. They don't even want you breathing on Mother Nature's earth. The only way you can survive, natural resource is consumed. The only way you can survive is to spread to another area. There is another organism on this planet. That follows the same pattern. Do you know what it is? Human beings are a disease, he's telling them. He's not saying it, the other guy is. A cancer of this planet. You are a plague. And we are the cure. That's what the coronavirus is about. Stay in your house. Don't go to our beaches. Wear a mask. Don't breathe on our earth. Interesting. AI, the Matrix. So I equated this to artificial intelligence.
They're telling you about the mark of the beast.
Uh-oh.
We have only bits and pieces of information, but
what we know for certain is that in the early of 21st century is that in the early 21st century, which is what we're in now, all of mankind was united in celebration. We marveled at our own magnificence as we gave birth to a I. Interesting. We marveled at our own already read that. AI? You mean artificial intelligence, which is really the ghost in the machine? A singular consciousness. Remember, the Bible is clear. They will all have one mind with the beast. A singular consciousness that spread an entire race of machines. That spawned an entire race of machines. I just thought that was interesting. We don't know who struck first, us or them. Okay, whatever. Bram Stoker's Dracula, he refers to himself as the beast.
I'll give you life.
Life eternal. And the beast of the earth. He is the beast or the storm, refers to himself as the beast. The power of the storm. Remember, Trump talked about the coming storm. Maybe it's just the calm before the storm with his generals, the power of the storm, and the beasts of the earth. Which, of course, that's what they are going to be. Remember the song Riders on the Storm? Storm is another word that's been in a riding the storm out. Riding the storm out. Was that REO Speedwagon? So the coming storm, they've been predictively programming you in movies for a long time. Okay, the movie Angels and Demons. Here is CERN, talking about CERN.
So naive. So naive. Change the world.
Thought they could change the world, so naive. He said, well, you weren't naive.
I'm not so sure.
Go back to work.
Go back to work.
Change the world.
Change the world, which is what CERN is all about doing, is changing the world. That's what CERN is about doing. A lot of people understand that. I've got more pictures to show you, so don't bug out on me yet. I'm just getting rid of the rest of these videos. From the movie Syrup. You remember Trump means 88. You see 88 in almost every movie, along with black and white checkered flooring. But the 88's in this.
Sell 88 in there. Explain how it works. To a specific celebrity. For example, the Hilton 88s. Miss Hilton is currently in possession of the only 88s in the...
So when they're selling you this new idea, they said 88 like 50 times. 88 again. That person may then purchase as many 88s as they would like. So I just thought that was pretty, with an 88, we don't feel it is worthy of, we will terminate the 88s. They probably say it maybe 12 times. I just thought that was interesting. Of course, here's the Iron Man upload. This is only 9 seconds, so I think if I chop it in half, I can stay in good standings.
All right, what do you say? I have indeed been uploaded, sir.
He's been uploaded. Who is he talking to? He's talking to the AI. If you've ever seen this, he's got his artificial intelligent device, or the ghost in the machine, teaching him how to what? How to become Iron Man. Do you remember how the AI helped him build everything that he's got?
We're online and ready. Start the virtual walk around. Importing preferences and...
So anyway, you get the idea on that. One of the best movies I saw this year that was new that I hadn't seen before was Knives Out. Of course, I showed you Daniel Craig is like Christian Bale. He is always playing Donald Trump. So notice here how he is going to mimic Christ. Remember, Jesus is the truth.
The first time in the movie that the Antichrist Trump speaks.
Now, I happily oblige and I can vouch for this.
Mr. Blanc, I know who you are. I read your profile in the New Yorker. I found it delightful.
It's like a sun disk coming from the light, from the windows, the light. Everything they do is symbolism. There's no doubt about that. Let's continue.
I just buried my 85-year-old father who committed suicide. Why are you here?
I'm surprised she didn't say 88. Aren't y'all?
I'm here at the behest of a client.
Who?
I cannot say, but let me assure you this. My presence will be...
My presence will be ornamental. We need to look up that word, don't we?
ornamental. You will find me a respectful...
We're getting to the best part.
quiet, passive observer.
I do want to look up ornamental, though, when we're done here. But watch how he refers himself or speaks of the truth, which is Jesus.
Of the truth. Of the truth. Passive observer. Of the truth.
Ornamental. Definition of ornamental.
Here's the definition of ornamental. Serving or intended as an ornament, decorative.
Interesting. Okay. That's what his presence was going to be. Decorative. All right, let's go ahead and go through the pictures and then we'll be done here, folks. Thanks for sticking with me. I know this was long. We've already done the Prestige. Remember, Trump Tower has an upside down pyramid of 6 by 6 by 6 bushes. You can't make that up. And Trump Tower is also at 721 through 725. It's got 5 multiple addresses, and that happens to be the passage of the Little Horn of Daniel 7 as the Antichrist. So nothing is by accident. I did want to take you through to Eyes Wide Shut. You see all of the 8 pointed stars? Those are for, I do believe that that's sun god symbolism. 8 pointed star is sun god symbolism. The star of Ishtar, Inanna, the symbol of ancient Sumerian goddess. Oh, that's right. It's the goddess, which is what the upside down pyramid is for. It's the feminine. It's the divine feminine. It is Lucifer as the female. It's the 8 pointed star. And when you notice it in the movie Eyes Wide Shut, I'm going to show it to you. It is throughout. That's Ishtar. That's Lucifer. That's Gaia. Inanna. It's the divine feminine or the sacred feminine, which they talk about in the movie, the Angels and Demons. There's the 8 pointed star again. 1, 2, 3 on top, 1, 2, 3 on bottom, and then, so it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and then 7, 8 on the sides. Eight pointed stars again. What else is in Eyes Wide Shut? Eros and Psyche, the fallen angel, having sex with the human woman. So let's wrap this up and tie eyes wide shut even into Donald Trump's world. Because again, you can't make it up. So instead of searching, I will just show it to you in just a second. So again, the 8-pointed star, which was in Eyes Wide Shut. It's Inanna, the Queen of Heaven, her celestial manifestations being the moon and the planet Venus, Isis, Egypt, star Sirius is sacred. Inanna, also known as the dragon. Of course, the dragon is what? Satan. But notice it's feminine. So again, that's what the transgendering of Satan is about. Let's keep going. Hang on just a second. And of course, the Biff ashtray. And we all know that they even admitted that Biff was based off of who? Donald Trump. Y'all see the 8-pointed star from the movie Eyes Wide Shut? Why am I not getting the arrow on the side? Didn't want to move for me, did it? Let's go next to it then. There it is. Biff. The T for Trump. The money sign. There's the casino. Biff's instead of Trump's casino. And I think I cut in 1989 sequel, Biff uses profits of a towering casino to shake up the Republican Party. So Biff was totally, and you can just Google this real fast. Back to the Future 2, Biff was based off of Donald Trump. I was hoping she would say it to us. Back to the Future 2, Back to the Future, Biff Tannen was based off Donald Trump. That's from the Daily Beast. The future writers revealed Biff Tannen was inspired by Donald Trump. Back to the Future, Back to the Future's writer Bob Gale revealed that the Biff Tannen character was inspired by President Donald Trump. Of course, back in those, when Back to the Future 2 came out, folks, Donald Trump was just a millionaire. He wasn't anybody famous. Rolling Stone magazine, Back to the Future writer, Biff is Donald Trump. The character Biff Tannen was based off Donald Trump, according to Back to the Future. So y'all saw the 8-pointed star on the Biff ashtray. I think we've tied a lot together for you today, right? You loving it? Sure, you're loving it. Can't get enough of this like I can't, right? Interesting. Interesting. You QAnon people, they tell you that it's like watching a movie. That's because the Bible is the movie script. And you are living in it, folks. That's kind of weird. Yeah, but he doesn't have glasses on, so we're going to have to throw that one out. If he would have had glasses on, you'd have had me on that one. It's pretty good, though. You got to admit. I love y'all very much. Come find me on Facebook, but I've lost a lot of Facebook friends that came to me from YouTube because, I don't know, they were wanting something. They were wanting something that I was unable to deliver. They wanted a pre-trib rapture, and when I told them, or when I would talk to them about there is no pre-trib rapture, they would unfriend me. Some of them didn't like the free will, the no free will. There is no free will. So I'm going to pound that to your head until you get rid of me on Facebook, because that's what I do. I teach the truth. I teach the truth to be hated. That's what we do. That is our job. All right, love you. See ya.